The grate is locked. The church was built during the reign of Marcus Gordon the Merciful in 1230. Let this parish lead people to goodness of soul and trust in our Lord. The light of the candles is reflecting in the arch. I don't want to disturb them. A fleece with golden knitting covers the holy altar table. Holy writing, all Latin. Father Frederick,
Yes?
can I speak with you?
Certainly, my son. I am listening.
I am Samuel Gordon.
It has been a long time since we last met, but I still remember you.
I would like to thank you for what you said at the funeral.
You need not thank me. It was the least I could do for William.
Father, I'd like to talk with you about William.
May he rest in peace. What is it that bothers you, my son?
I know he came here often.
Yes, just like many other people who confess regularly to relieve their souls.
But I also know he came here at night. Can you tell me about that?
Well, since it is you, I guess that I can. He kept asking me to let him into the old belfry. He was very insistent, and in the end, I fulfilled his wish.
Have you any idea what he was looking for in there?
I have not. He wanted to be alone, and I respected that. He always spent a lot of time in there, and then left exhausted. I really do not know anything more.
I've heard they used to execute heretics in the attic here a long time ago.
According to the chronicles, the trials would have taken place exactly above where we are standing now.
A strange place to build a church, don't you think?
It was Marcus Gordon, your ancestor, who had the church built. He wanted to at least partially atone for the sins and injustice that occurred here. I believe he chose the right path.
Have a look at this, Father. Have you any idea as to what it could be?
I'm afraid I haven't. It's very old, I would say. Other than that, I'm sorry. I really have no clue.
Tell me, Father, what do you know about Marcus Gordon?
He was a great man of his time. The exact opposite of his older brother. Mordred was a cruel antichrist. He would torture and abuse the innocent in mock trials. Thank God he didn't rule for long. Marcus convinced the peasants to rise and revolt, and they succeeded in overthrowing his reign. You can be proud to be of his blood, my son.
Father, may I make a confession?
Of course. Would you like to do so now?
No, I meant later.
Such things should not be put off. Believe me.
I'll come back later. I promise. Father, I would like to ask you for a favor. I'm interested in having a look around the old belfry.
But my son, the belfry is closed to the public. Why do you want to go there?
I'm afraid I can't explain it at the moment. But it is very important. Believe me.
All right, then. I will make an exception, then. But just for this once.
Thank you.
Follow me, please. I will leave you alone. I have to return to the church and serve others.
Of course, Father. Thank you.
Please tell me when you are done, so that I can lock the grate again.
Of course. I have to figure out how William entered Marcus's tomb. I will not leave before I discover the entrance. A picture of the Madonna. It leads to the rear part of the graveyard. The gate is locked from the other side. It can't be opened. There's no lock on it. Its shape resembles that of the stone object. Several old pictures and a dusty inventory are lying in the shadows. I can't see anything interesting there. This must be what William wrote about in his diary. I have to figure out how it works. The right combination at last. The air in here is barely breathable. It's the same as the one upstairs. Damn! What was that? Entrance has closed. I must open it somehow. The pages are well preserved. I'll have a look. It can't be seen, but it can be heard. It will not speak unless it's spoken to. It works! Shall wisdom lead your way? The more you take away, the larger it grows. shall wisdom be your way. The Saint 4, the year of the Lord, 1243. Cities without houses, rivers without water, forests without trees. Black when bought, red when used, grey when thrown out. Grave of Marcus Gordon himself. Marcus, the first Gordon. This must be the key William wrote about in his diary. The first of the 5. There is no man today who would remember the origin of the Gate of the Two Worlds, the Black Mirror. This record shall be a warning to all who blindly long for power, not hesitating to stray from the path of fate, exposing their soul to dark forces. Mordred, the lord of our manor, an amoral, evil man, plagued the people of these lands for many long years, with his ill nature and hatred. His power, however, was soon ended by Marcus, newly returned from the battles with the disbelievers in distant lands. Well acquainted with the habits of his enemy, Mordred made meticulous preparations to withstand the attack of his brother. Realizing that not even the strong walls of the castle could hold against the onslaught forever, he descended into the underground of the chapel. There, he opened within its heart the Black Mirror, and urged the entities of shadow to help prevent his doom. He was not the only one, however, to know of the secret corridors below the castle. By the hand of fate, the balance of power began to lean towards Mordred's side. There was not much time left. Watching his men die around him, Marcus understood what had to be done. Overwhelmed by fury, he battled his way through many lines of enemies into the labyrinth of corridors leading to the heart of the underground cathedral. With haste, he took advantage of the momentary surprise and thrust his sword with all his might against his brother. Righteous anger hit its target, and cold steel pierced the black heart of the traitor. Victory was within grasp. Staggering on the edge of a bottomless abyss, Mordred gathered his last ounce of strength and brought forth his final desperate deed. With merciless hatred and zealous rage of his defeat, he pronounced the dark words of the curse. "Of your blood, others will rise with your name, bearing my curse. One of your heirs will convert 5 souls of 5 mortals. This will be the catalyst to bring my anger back to life. And I will return. When your days have ended, there will be no one to stop me." Mordred then fell to his knees, and the throat of the Black Mirror closed as he took his terminal breath. In that instant, the whole place was filled by a deafening sound and blinding light, followed by an absolute silence. And one last thing to be done. 4 keys of power were divided by Marcus among the lords of the Gordon Manors, the 5th key remaining with Marcus himself. Never again would the keys meet in the hand of a mortal to open the gate between the worlds of good and evil. Such is the story of our Lord that saved us in the Dark Ages. Let his soul rest in peace forever. Isidore Vale, in memory of Marcus Gordon, 1240 A.D.
Black Mirror. The secret chapel the book mentions must be somewhere below the castle. I'll obtain the 5 keys and finish what William couldn't. I can't see anything over there. I'll stay in the light for a moment. I can't see anything interesting. Where did it run? I must have hurt my arm. Could have been worse, though. At least I'm alive. A mechanism of some sort with 3 levers. With a bit of luck, it might still work. If I've got to keep trying. A rusty valve. It might be feeding the fuel somewhere. Nothing. The levers must be in the wrong position. Excellent. Everything's going to be easier with light. Here are the things I lost when I fell down the shaft. Most of the items are all right. The camera is smashed. Old wire cutters might come in handy. A strong rope. It's sure to bear a lot of weight. It may be of some use to me. They're rusty, but still holding together. It won't be obstructing my way any longer. Locked. The key is on the other side of the door. I'll try to get my hand through to reach the key. Got it! I can open it now. The key is in my pocket. I can open it now. Another shaft. How many of these are there in here? Maybe I'll never make it to the surface again. They'll probably be empty, but whatever the content is, it's sure to have been destroyed by water. I wonder how he died. This corridor is entirely clogged. The barrels around here probably contain oil or diesel fuel. This one's empty. The door is tightly shut. The door is tightly shut. Lift shaft. The lift is my only chance to get to the surface. Hopefully, I'll be able to call it somehow. It's very rusty, but still in one piece. It's very... There is nothing in it, just mud mixed with dirty water. It's broken. A big barrel full of oil. A big barrel. There might be something under that lid. There might be... I have to push it off somehow in order to get to the lid. No way. It's too heavy. I'll try piercing through the plate with the sharp end of the rod. This should do the trick. The lid won't move. I tied one end of the rope to the lid. All I need to do now is push away the trolley. It can't be moved. I have to get rid of the brake stop. I could try starting the machine, but I don't know how. I could try... This enormous mechanism was used to move something big. Maybe it controlled the main lift. Dirty water with oil in it. Dirty water. It's too dark over there. I'll keep close to the light coming from above. It's like the ones upstairs, full of oil. I don't need oil now. It's entirely dark in here. The power circuit is probably interrupted. There's a lock on it. It looks like a power distribution circuitry box. It can't be opened. It has loosened. I must reconnect the circuit. Nothing. At last! I'd say this used to be the lift room. A fuse box. I'd better leave it alone. Maybe its purpose is to power the lift. Maybe it's... Who could it have been? I found a small key. A revolver. I'll take it. Hopefully, it will still work. There are some old bullets here. Let's hope they aren't useless. Technical drawings and plans for a machine of some kind. There's nothing in it. There were just 2 bullets in the box. I'll try to get it to start with the help of those plans. The main engine is functioning. Hopefully, the controls in the lift room will be functional now. I can't see but a few meters ahead. Maybe I could use the lift, if it's not beyond repair, to somewhere further on. It's functioning, but isn't running full power. I must re-enable the steam flow somehow. Steam is running out through one of the pipes. I should block that hole with something. I would burn myself. Dampened the ride. I blocked the hole in the pipe. The machine couldn't take a full power input, damn it. One of the fuses has blown. One of the fuses has blown. Maybe I could try using a fuse from this box in the lift room generator. The door is tightly shut. I'll try using the fuse from this box in the lift room generator. It should work with this fuse. It's running full power now. I should try to call the main lift. Maybe it will work, and I'll get out of here finally. Perfect. The lift is operational. At last, this is the highest floor. I should be out of here with only a little effort now. Just a big heap of damp earth, nothing more. It smells of metal rust. It probably used to hold dynamite. There are some leftover wicks. Nothing else except the old wicks. The grate is closed with a padlock chain. I can't get rid of it with my bare hands. The right side of the lock is quite rusty. Maybe I'll be able to break it somehow. Maybe I'll be... I must aim carefully and hit the most fragile part of the lock. A perfect shot. The padlock is down. The way is free. I did it. This isn't looking good. Full moon. I scrambled through the vast area of the woods and set off for the castle. I was lucky today. I thought I would never make it out of the depths of the mines.
Oh, Samuel. Come, join us.
You look terrible, Samuel. Did something happen?
No, it's just that I've had a difficult day. I'm all right.
You came in rather late. I did want to have a word with you, but I have to leave for the sanatorium in a short while.
Now? At night?
Yes, there is a problem that cannot wait.
Can't you put it off to tomorrow morning?
Unfortunately, I cannot.
What's this about, then?
I do not know exactly myself. I will determine the situation when I arrive there. It must not be anything serious. You need not worry, Victoria.
Please return as soon as possible. I do not like your going there at night in this terrible weather.
It's late already. I must go now. See you tomorrow, Samuel.
Goodbye.
Be careful, Robert.
Do not fear.
I'll be leaving for Wales tomorrow, Victoria. I should return in 2 days.
To Wales? May I ask why?
Oh, just for a visit.
Haven't seen dear Eleanor for a very long time. I will write a letter to her first thing in the morning. Will you take it to her along with my greetings?
Of course.
Thank you.
I'll go to my room now, Victoria. I need to take a rest.
Of course, Samuel.
According to William's diary, the next key has to be in the Wales Manor. I must not delay. I'll set off tomorrow.
I awoke drenched in sweat today. My past memories are haunting me even in my dreams. I should not have returned. I cleared my thoughts and decided to carry on with what I had begun. I set off for our family's manor in Wales so that I could finish what William couldn't. I hope Eleanor will not refuse my visit. I don't even know whether she'll still remember me. According to William's diary, the next key must be somewhere at the manor. I have to obtain it. However, I have no clue as to where to start looking. The grate is locked.